What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Kenzo for Life here, and today we're back with another video. Do free games actually cost you money? You just downloaded a new free-to-play game. The first few hours are a blast. You're a god. You're crushing it. You're having the time of your life, and it didn't cost you a dime. But then you hit a wall. A big, fat, progress-stopping wall. Suddenly, the game grinds to a halt, and what do you know? A special one-time offer pops up, just for you, with a scary ticking clock. This is not a coincidence, it's a trap. Today, we're exposing how these games lure you in with fun, only to flip the script and pressure you into paying. That feeling of hitting a wall, that jarring moment when the fun train derails, that's the most important part of the whole experience. It's the point where the game stops being a gift and starts awkwardly sliding the bill across the table. The free-to-play industry is a juggernaut, a multi-billion-dollar empire built on one beautifully deceptive idea. Come in for free and pay to stay. These games are basically science experiments in behavioral psychology. They're built from the ground up, not just to be fun, but to gently and then not so gently nudge you toward that buy now button. Everything from the flashy graphics to the satisfying cha-ching of collecting loot is designed to hook you deep. They want you to feel smart, powerful, and in control. But behind the curtain, there's another game being played, a game for your wallet. And today, we're pulling the curtain back. Every free-to-play journey starts with a warm welcome. The game is incredibly generous. It's throwing free stuff at you. You're leveling up every 5 minutes, and you feel like a certified genius. This isn't just good design. They are rolling out the red carpet for you. The goal is simple. You get invested. They want you to build your little castle, customize your cool anime character, and win a bunch of easy fights. They want you to feel like this is your stuff. This whole first act is intentionally designed to be smooth as butter. No annoying ads, no impossible quests. It's a theme park where every ride is open and you're the only one in line. Why? Because the more time you sink into it, the harder it is to just walk away later. It's a classic psych trick. We value things more when we put more effort into them. The game developers are counting on you to get attached to your creations because that attachment is the leverage they'll use against you down the line. After hours or maybe even weeks of smooth sailing, you feel it. Your progress slows to a crawl. The enemies you used to steamroll now look at you funny and you explode. The resources you need for that one upgrade now take, and I'm not kidding, 3 days to collect. Welcome to the wall. It was built just for you. In the industry, they call this a pain point or a progress barrier. We should call it what it is, an artificial fun spudge. These are difficulty spikes deliberately coded into the game to make you so frustrated that you start looking for an easy way out. And right on cue, the game offers you one. A pop-up appears. Struggling? Buy this super mega power pack for just $4.99. Or my personal favorite, tired of waiting 72 hours for your barracks to upgrade? Finish it instantly for 100 shiny gems. The game literally creates a problem just so it can sell you a solution. It's a manufacturer crisis. The insane wait times, the sudden lack of resources, the impossibly tough bosses, these aren't there for game balance. They are cash grab tools designed to make the free path so agonizingly slow that the paid path starts to look like a bargain. The game goes from being a fun hobby to a source of frustration that conveniently only a credit card can solve. Once you're good and frustrated, the game unleashes its entire arsenal of mind games, and these aren't clumsy sales pitches. They're slick, sophisticated techniques designed to bypass your common sense and go straight for your impulses. First up, they hit you with the good old FOMO, the fear of missing out. All of a sudden, there's a limited time offer with a 24-hour countdown promising a bundle of goodies at a supposed 5 times the value. Or a holiday event kicks off where you can get a super cool exclusive hero, but only if you either quit your job to play 24/7 or, you guessed it, buy special event tokens. This scarcity is completely fake. The developer could leave the offer up forever, but that ticking clock creates a panic, pressuring you to buy now before it's gone. Next, they use a trick called anchoring. The first thing they try to sell you is often a starter pack for like 99 cents. It seems like a steal, but its real job is to do one thing: get you to spend anything. Psychologically, once you've crossed that line from a free player to a buying player, you're way more likely to do it again. That 99-cent purchase also anchors your idea of value. Later, when a $10 bundle pops up, it doesn't seem so crazy anymore. Then we have the big one, the most controversial tool in the shed: loot boxes. The digital slot machine. You pay real money for a chance to get a rare item. Sometimes you hit the jackpot, but most of the time you get a pile of junk. This system is built on the exact same psychological hook that makes gambling so addictive. Your brain gets a dopamine hit not from winning, but from the anticipation of winning. This is how you hear stories of people spending hundreds, even thousands of dollars chasing that one digital sword or shiny hat. Finally, they get your friends to do the dirty work with your special pressure. You join a guild, you see the leaderboards, you check out the awesome outfits your friends have. This creates a quiet but powerful pressure to keep up. When you get wrecked by a player with glowing armor that you just know came from the cash shop, the game is sending a clear message: spend money or get left behind. It turns the community into its own sales team. And that's just scratching the surface. These tricks are in almost every big free-to-play game out there. So I have to ask, what's the most ridiculous or sneaky monetization tactic you've ever fallen for in a game? Drop it in the comments below. I really want to hear these stories. You might be sitting there thinking, I've played these games for years and never spent a penny. And you're not alone. The huge majority of players never spend any money. The whole business model isn't about getting a little cash from everyone. It's about getting a truckload of cash from a tiny group of people. In the biz, these high spenders are called whales. And the numbers are wild. Studies show that less than 1% of a game's players can bring in over 50% of the money. Some reports say it's as little as 0.2% of players, generating half of all the revenue. So, The whole game is basically a giant filter. It's designed to find these potential big spenders and treat them like royalty. The game is watching you. It uses data to learn your habits, your weakness, and what you really want. If it tags you as someone willing to spend, it will start spending personalized offers your way. You'll see just for you bundles that free players will never ever know exists. The game stops being the same for everyone and becomes a personal store, constantly looking for the right button to push to open your wallet. The rest of us, the millions of non-paying players, we're basically the extras on the movie set, there to make the whole world feel alive for the whales. We always talk about the financial cost of these games, but the bill shows up in other ways too. The most obvious one is your time. Those progress walls that are designed to make you pay, you can also get over them by grinding, playing the same boring, repetitive tasks for hours and hours and hours. The game gives you a choice: pay with your money or pay with your time. But there's also a real psychological toll. The constant pressure, the frustration that was designed on purpose, and the gambling mechanics can build some seriously unhealthy habits. Research has linked spending in games to things like impulsivity and escapism, which can be a dangerous cocktail for some people. When a game stops being a fun escape and turns into an endless, manipulative chore that you can only relive by spending money, it can become a source of stress and regret. The true cost isn't just the $5 you spent, but the risk of letting a hobby you love get twisted into something that's actually bad for you. So, do free games actually cost you money? Yes, absolutely. But the cost is paid by a small fraction of the player base, who are expertly steered through a maze of psychological tricks. The free-to-play model isn't a charity. It's a brilliant business plan that weaponizes frustration and desire to turn fun into profit. Look, the point here isn't to say all free-to-play games are evil. Many are awesome, and you can have a great time without ever opening your wallet. The goal is to help you see the code in the matrix. It's to give you the power to know when a game is playing you. Next time you hit a wall and that special offer pops up, just ask yourself, is this actually making the game more fun? Or is it just a band-aid for a problem the game created itself? Am I buying this because I want it, or because a ticking clock is giving me anxiety? When you understand the business behind the fun, you take back the control. You can enjoy these incredible digital worlds without falling for the traps. Because the most powerful player in any game is the one who actually understands the rules. Thank you guys for listening, and until next time, you guys, stay frosty.